Hello, welcome to the one and only Pondering with Ponch podcast. Today I'm with my friend Atan. This is the first ever episode. Whoop, whoop. I've got a very nice view of my hometown. It's looking very beautiful. So
Cloud9.
So Atan, what's the meaning of life?
That's a very good question. I think that the meaning of life is to try your best to live accordingly as possible. And by accordingly, what I mean is to try put as much positivity and have the best outlook and try achieve your highest own personal potential, whilst also helping people out along the way, so everyone just gets the benefit. Is my view.
I think society could be reorganized easily to accommodate for people's needs more.
What do you think is wrong within society specifically? Like, how are people's needs, do you think, not being accommodated towards?
I think a really easy one, which I think is undebatable, it could be so much better, and I'm slightly annoyed that it's not, is the education system. Like, man, it makes kids feel like, you know, in GCSEs, for example, a third of kids are guaranteed to fail every time they do the test. Because of how they distribute the grades, a third of people guaranteed to fail. Kids sit the test knowing they're gonna fail, and it makes you feel like shit. It makes you feel bad about yourself. It makes you feel stupid and worthless. Even if you're good at other stuff, like you might be really good at drawing or have some other talent, it could be anything. But it just makes you feel like shit about that as well. For me, it made me uncurious.
Yeah, I think schools are a very good way to deter children and young individuals from learning. Like, I feel like
it could spur so much more curiosity, bro. But they just treat you like a machine that needs to download X, Y, and Z.
I think schools are a way too objective way of defining intelligence in general. I feel like schools lack subjectivity, and education just lacks that sort of outside the box look towards intelligence.
Another important factor, I don't think you can control how intelligent you are. If you read, for example, that's good, but even the habit of reading is set up by your parents who you're surrounded with. If you're surrounded by no one who reads, then you're not going to get smarter.
It's sort of made to look more as a chore than an actual enjoyable activity to read and gain knowledge.
And also, social media, it just makes you not want to try. So I've deleted it all.
I'd say I'm addicted to social media.
It makes you feel like shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just a very hateful culture, and expectations in general are just too fucked, man. It's too skewed.
But bro, it's not even like you're there, bro. I don't know about you, but for me, I kind of lose my self-awareness.
I think it makes you dissociate a lot.
Yeah, bro, I use it to dissociate away from my issues, like, all the time.
I do the same as 100%.
It's just my coping mechanism for my own shit.
It's because it literally requires no thinking. It's just such a...
Oh, man.
You just disconnect from reality completely.
You disconnect from your memories. You become like this kind of automatic gremlin who swipes. Your thumb just develops a mind of its own almost, and I think social media has been designed by some very smart people to make you behave in this way, knowing that it will maximize the amount of advertisements that you consume.
Yeah, because literally if you look at TikTok, for example, they literally look at the videos you like and then put more shit on your feed, which is so that you're like fully engaged with it.
Bro, it's all personalized to just you.
Exactly.
A specific,
it's so specialized.
A specific
to your
niche
taste,
which you just like. Maybe you had dogs, and they're just seeing all these dogs remind you of your dog.
Bro, one example of it is Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, the inventor of Apple, and he made sure his kids didn't use it. Because if you're not letting your own daughter use it,
all
then
the people in Silicon Valley.
Wait, what about Silicon Valley? What's that?
Silicon Valley's where a lot of the technological advancements, the big tech companies live there. All the social media companies, Google, Meta.
Do they not use it?
No.
That's proof that it's harmful.
I don't know about all of them, but I think it's so harmful, man. The government should put regulation.
I think they should. I'm pretty sure in like some Asian countries like China, like Korea,
they less addictive. You know, the same version of TikTok. It's allowed, but it's a completely different feed. It's just wired to show you science videos, educational content.
They don't have
it's not got any of this addictive.
In TikTok, they have a STEM section where it's just
they do
education, but no one uses it. I don't use it.
No one uses it. Exactly. I mean, I did a tiny bit, but I think most people just aren't in the habit of it because it's not as addictive and stimulating as all this
Well,
crazy
yeah, because it's just
content.
cheap dopamine because you're not having to think. You're just watching short-term clips of entertaining content that's
not
specialized
even-
for your taste. It's just created perfectly to be made addictive for young people, especially.
Bro, it also makes you neglect your life. For
I
me,
agree.
it just made me so lonely, bro. I wouldn't reach out to people and foster connections, and I wouldn't be myself around these people. And it just gave me an easy way out. But it reached a point where the balloon that was filling with water burst, and I had to sack it off.
What do you think that balloon represented?
My emotional bandwidth.
Ooh, that's a very good way to say it. Emotional bandwidth.
Hell yeah.
To be fair, I think long-term social media use, like chronic social media use, it increases cortisol quite a lot, so it makes you naturally more stressed.
Yeah, being online, especially places like Twitter, man.
It's very overwhelming for your
Do you have
consciousness.
Twitter?
Nah,
I've never had it, bro.
No,
But
it's just filled with just
I've heard so much
bullshit
about
debates.
it. From what I understand, it's not quite a real place. It's normalized for everyone to be horrible on there. Like the way that you
it's
blow
just
up,
a hate culture.
the way you blow up, the algorithm knows that
Is why there's
hatred
much-
makes you reply and get
Exactly.
stuck in arguments with random people.
It's literally Twitter just farms a bunch of obnoxious, arrogant dickheads.
Bro.
That's just how it's wired.
Also, the amount of death on there.
oh yeah, there's just a
loads
bunch
of
of gore
videos-
videos. Yeah.
There's so many gore videos and bro, I have a suspicion that it's kind of addictive for some people, especially. It's
Being
kind of
hateful is
horrible.
addictive. I
No,
definitely see
but
that.
gory stuff like watching people die, watching the news, or just thinking about negative things.
It's very
Bro,
desensitizing.
pessimism is such an addiction in today's society, bro.
It's very normalized as well.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, you're optimistic? What? What?
Yeah. It's just about having a constant negative mindset. It's very horrible.
I think not watching the news, it's kind of debatable because I understand that it's good to be informed on certain things around the world. It's important to know what's going on.
It's good to be aware.
But at the same time, all of the news is just skewed towards the bad things, bro. It shows you the plane crashes, the wars, everything fucked up in the world's gonna die, this kind of vibe. And it's so profitable. It's addictive because you feel this kind of control. If you feel like you're informed on what's going on, it makes you feel control. But actually, it hijacks your amygdala, your emotional part of your brain, and essentially makes you more animalistic and emotional, and you make quick decisions.
Very
you're
impulsive,
irrational,
yeah.
impulsive, exactly. And they know that this happens, and it's profitable because it makes people addicted to it.
It's a fucking cycle, isn't it?
Bro,
It's a cycle for their own personal financial
then-
gain and
it makes you think the world is fucked. But if you
yeah.
if you just step outside,
So news is
and you
very
look around,
pessimistic if you think
I don't know,
about it.
especially if you live in the West. I'm not saying this is the whole world, but there's less poverty than there's ever been. There's more access to food and water and shelter. The world is as good as it's ever been, yet people believe it's the shittest it's ever been.
Because, well, as you said, the news is always portrayed the negatives within the world and don't really focus on the positives or the progress we've made within society.
I feel like people need to, instead of having these dark messages all the time, it needs to be interspersed. Like, so, there is some bad stuff that happens, but don't exploit it. Don't exploit that part of people's human
Don't
nature.
entertain it, I feel like.
Yeah, when I was in Peru, I saw their version of the news. It felt like it had gas sound effects, like,
So much
and it was
more
dramatized.
Optimistic and
It
dramatized.
was dramatized, and it had this sketchy music, like, dun, 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 dun. What's gonna happen?
It's like a cartoon more so than news.
It completely desensitizes yourself to it. You think of it as entertainment. I think also your brain can't handle the fact that all these people in the round are suffering, and so I feel like the way you deal with it is so much easier to not try and feel that empathy and instead just go, I'm not gonna think about it. These people don't matter. This life form doesn't matter.
I definitely see that 100%, bro. I hear your point. But I feel like it's about your actual view on life that depicts how you feel and how you truly see things.
Yeah.
You shouldn't always focus on the bad and maybe actually look on the good side as well and have an overall holistic approach to your view on life and understand there's going to be good and bad at the same time. You shouldn't just focus on the bad all the time because that's just a
Bro,
very
but also
silly way to look at life. It's
Being optimistic makes you live longer. There's been studies done. You can Google it right now. It literally makes you live longer. It's crazy.
let me see. Let me
Because
fact check this.
of course, bro, it gives you less cortisol. Too much cortisol.
It
stresses
weakens your
you.
immune system a lot, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
To be sad all the time.
But also, I don't believe in manifesting, but I do believe that when you change your beliefs, it makes you see the world in a different way,
Bro,
and therefore you
look at
behave in a
this.
different
You
way.
are right. Optimists tend to live on average 11 to 15% longer than pessimists and have an excellent chance of achieving exceptional longevity.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane. Jesus.
Bro. Not only does it make you live longer, it makes your life worth living. If my entire life was spent pointlessly having negative energy in my brain, I understand that some people, it's not their fault, but people should be taught how to deal with stress, man, in schools. How to emotionally regulate, how to love yourself, man.
Yeah, that's very true.
Bro, self-love
Yeah.
could be so much more normalized. I feel like at the moment, people almost, they feel a duty to beat themselves up.
Yeah, I
I've-
feel like the expectations of individuals is to be sad and have something to stress about, but why can't you live life without stressing? Why can't you live life without accepting
But also,
what comes your
you're
way?
kind of encouraged to attack yourself and be like, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm shit.
Yeah, self-hatred is so normalized and
It's
having
so
no self-esteem.
normalised.
Like, people assume you should have something to be depressed about, or you should have something that you should be stressed about. That shouldn't be the normal. No one's normal should be to be depressed and have constant low mood and low
Yeah.
self-esteem.
Sorry, this reminds me of a slightly different topic, but social media use among the younger generations. You can see when social media started being used and it being directly correlated with the
Yeah.
amount of people killing themselves.
There's a very strong
The amount of young
correlation between
people-
social media use and suicide rate.
Oh, it makes you lonely. You feel like you're interacting with these people, but
Like
you don't.
you're in your own little bubble.
We're not
almost.
designed to have this weird, distant, artificial creation. Instagram's not a real place. Everyone posts the perfect angles. Most of the time, they're probably just on the sofa, but they take pictures of the few times they go outside. You seem more active.
Yeah.
It's such a weird game, but the whole world is playing it.
Yeah, because everyone's addicted to it, bro. It's too hard to not use because everyone's using it. It's so difficult to quit.
It needs to be regulated to be less addicted, please. Please.
That's just to do with the big people, the like top 0.1%. They're just profiting off of us. Realistically, we're just a slave to their creation.
I think that, but they also believe that they're doing the right thing.
No, they definitely don't believe
I
they're
don't-
doing the right thing.
I think that it's not their fault, bro. I can't lie. I don't think that people have free will, and so I don't know.
Well, no one do you think has true free will, true freedom? Are we all just enslaved
Well, the
to
thing is,
something?
this is my way of dealing with it. If I go about every day going, oh, I don't have free will, I don't have free will, and really deeping it and truly constantly trying to find its true meaning, I was not very happy. It's not good for you to think about it. But you can have contradicting beliefs, completely paradoxical beliefs. So I can consciously, deep down, I know that I don't have free will. But in day-to-day life, I pretend like I do because I think it will maximize my happiness. And I've realized that I actually value happiness more than the truth.
Maybe that's the meaning of life, to just try to be
If
as
you're gonna-
happy as possible.
To be fair, if you're gonna die
Just
anyway,
maximize your health.
to some extent, the truth doesn't matter. The truth only matters if it leads to more happiness. And I think broadly it does, but not always.
The thing is, to be able to help those in need, you have to kind of accept and realize, well, look, there are
Also-
people still in poverty. And I personally believe in having a holistic look on life, having a very overall, well-rounded look on life.
Yeah, I agree.
I just want to take into consideration all the happiness and all the hate possible that's out there in the world, and try to look at it from an open mind. Just
Yeah.
have a very open mind, open picture towards what life is really,
Yeah, I
truly.
agree.
But that doesn't really relate to the meaning of life.
Oh yeah,
feel
the
like-
first question was, what's the meaning of life?
Yeah, that's just me like talking about the most optimal way of living to maximize your happiness.
Utilitarianism.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you.
I studied it in
Utilitarianism is.
philosophy.
Oh, okay. I don't.
Yeah,
do
no, it's
philosophy.
the brand of philosophy which believes that a moral act is the greatest happiness for the greatest number. It's controversial though, because if everyone else believes that attacking this one person and killing them is good, then it's morally right just because it makes them happier. But I feel like it doesn't feel right, man. People should have rights. That's the tyranny of the majority.
Yeah, but I feel like we've come a long way. Obviously, there's many people still oppressed, but I feel like we've still come a far way. We've improved and we've
Yeah, of course.
given more.
There's still a lot of places in
Option.
the world where women and gay people get violated all the time. Even here, man.
Yeah, to be fair, even in England,
Yeah.
we've come a long way, but
or
there's still a lot
disabled
of...
people.
Yeah, that is
or
very true.
Immigrants.
But I was
Bro.
learning about this in health and social care, and we had to learn about how to make all the right adjustments in our society to fit the needs and wants of those people who are disabled. And bro, there's learning about it in college. There's still such a long way to go. There's still so many adjustments that haven't been made in society to fit like disabled people's needs.
I heard that Keir Starmer cut the welfare benefit for disabled people. You can't be taking money away from disabled people.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's
Because
not
they're
their
already,
fault
they're already
disabled.
underfunded as well, bro. They
It's
need
not their fault they're
funding,
disabled.
as a matter of fact.
I'm sure if they could not be disabled, a lot of them would rather not. But that's just the hand they've been dealt, or something's happened to them.
Wait, should we like... I was gonna say, we've almost gone on 20 minutes. Should we cut and then make another one?
Yeah? Bro, W chats
W's in the chat. This is me, Atahan,
on Pondering with Ponch.
pondering with Punch.
Yeah.
There we go. We're both wearing very nice ponchos.
Yeah, we'll put a picture.
Yeah.
We'll put a picture
Get a
up.
picture up, of course. But anyways, in a bit.
In a bit.
What's good?
Yo, this is part 2 of Pondering with Poncho.
Yeah, I'm a poncho right now.
So at the start of the podcast, the first question which I asked Atahan was, what is the meaning of life? And he just said to me while we were chatting around the campfire that he thinks he's found it. Would you like to elaborate?
Yes, I do. We're sat in Poncho's garden right now by the fire. I feel like I came to my own sort of view on what the meaning of life is, which is to basically find as much fulfillment in the job that you do, in which you're able to express your individual views and your fucking creativity, where you're gaining personal benefit from fulfilling your enjoyments, whilst you're gaining financial freedom from it, which means that you're gaining free will financially and
From
enjoying
doing what you love.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're also gaining free will in your expressiveness aspect of your life.
Oh, the stars are looking kind of...
Poncho's admiring the stars.
The stars are kind of slapping right now. We're talking about the meaning of life.
Have you came to a conclusion, Harry, that you'd like to tell the podcast?
The meaning of life is to live life. You don't have to do anything. Just enjoy it, man. Just sit there, do nothing, and just be like, yeah, life's good. Appreciate stuff. Look at sunsets. Don't live with regrets. Think about death laws. I can't lie. That's the thing that's made me lock in my life. Because I don't want to be on my deathbed and be regretful of what I've done. Yeah?
I think that's a very good conclusion, yeah.
I think you appreciate the beauty of the universe as well. I've kind of trained myself to see beauty, if that makes sense.
Personal development,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Like appreciating music, beauty in nature, beauty in... We're made of stardust. We're not separate. Appreciating flowers, sniffing a flower every time you walk by one. It's so nice, man. Unless you got hay fever.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd do it even if I had hay fever.
I still do, I don't care.
The stars are looking cool. You know we're made of that.
Yeah, we're made of
In
stars.
a supernova.
Well, it's everything, like...
All the elements after iron are made in a supernova.
That's fucking
So,
sick.
and that's quite a lot of us.
Yeah. It's a whole bunch of stardust, eh?
Wow.
We're a lot more similar than we think.
We're like spinning on a ball in the middle of nowhere, and we appeared out of nothing, and no one knows why we're here. Isn't that kind of crazy?
I think that's fucking sick. I'm very happy with that.
A country's just part of everyone's collective imagination. It's just a made-up line drawn in the sand. I don't get nationalism, I can't lie. I think it's kind of ridiculous.
It makes us very ununited.
I agree.
It's unneeded segregation. Like everyone just thinking
No.
that they're different, but
You
it's
know-
like we're
you know
actually
the-
a lot more alike.
The tribal mindset, like us versus them,
Yeah, it's like in groups and out groups. Or
Yeah.
they're the out group.
I don't think bad people exist. I know the Nazis are bad things, but I think if a lot of people today were born in Nazi Germany, they would probably end up following the same culture, or at least a large percentage of them. I hope I would have stood up for it, but you can't know. If everyone around you is believing it, humans just go with the pack, and you might deep down think it's wrong, but then bury it and try not to think about it.
To be fair, it's difficult to not conform because they would have killed you if you didn't. To save my own life, would I have contributed to that even? I would have to. And
But
depending
also-
on how old I was, if I had a wife
also,
and kids, then like,
If your
for the
parents,
sake of my family, I'd have to do it.
if your
like,
parents and all your friends and everyone you know is indoctrinated by it and they all bang on about it all the time, of course you're gonna. It would be ridiculous
I'd
to
have
not
to
agree, but it makes evolutionary sense, right? You want to
Yeah.
keep
wanna
your
be an
connections.
in-group, yeah.
You don't
I
want
wanna
to
be an out group.
exactly, bro. So I think the whole dynamic, it's not truly people's fault.
It's no one's fault, really.
It is horrible. We didn't have to go through that because it didn't happen here, or it hasn't happened here yet.
One of your points of the meaning of life is be connected with nature, you know. It's just in our human biology.
We're literally animals, man. Of course we come from nature.
We're just animals but with big brains.
We're basically elaborate monkeys. We're a little bit more complex, but
Monkeys, if you deep.
everyone's got impulses. Everyone wants food, water, sex. They want to feel happy. They want to have a good time. We're not separate at all. I used to think I was a bad person for years. I literally developed hatred for myself. And the way that I'd escape from that is social media. I would dissociate and lose my... I don't know, enter a different world, but I've overcome it and now I do genuinely love myself. I used to always chase affection from, I don't know, if I ever had a girlfriend or whatever, it would give me a feeling of self-love, but it wasn't truly real. And I would chase other people's affection instead of realizing that the affection is a button in myself which I have to press.
So everyone's dealt different cards
Is
in
it-
their life of
like-
what they're born. Some people are more fortunate or less fortunate, and
Yeah, no, I
for the
get it.
people who are less fortunate, I think it's good to really come to terms with it and try your best to understand. I've been through some shit. Life's not treating me the best,
Yeah,
so it makes sense for me to feel this way or maybe act in a certain way.
yeah,
And it's just trying to manage it in the healthiest way possible
yeah,
and finding healthy coping mechanisms for it instead of unhealthy ones.
yeah. Also, the thing which propelled me furthest in self-love is just being optimistic. I realized that I believed that I was going to stay unhappy, but I became hopeful in that moment, and I've been optimistic since. And sometimes I wasn't, but when I wasn't, I would notice it and make myself optimistic by saying good things about the future. And it worked, man. I feel like a completely different person, genuinely.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, in the last year, I was so fucking depressed last winter, man. I'm not gonna lie. The winter before last, I was really struggling. I was very lonely. I genuinely believed that you loved me, and I used to not believe it, but now I do. I've repeated it enough in my head that I actually believe it. I think love should be taught in schools. How to have self-love.
Sort of discussed in PSHE lessons.
Not enough. I think it should be every day, man. People should discuss how they're feeling, how to articulate their emotions by hearing other people talk about their emotions, and normalizing it as well. Making people talk about their shit instead of bottling up and then some people kill themselves. It's so unnecessary, man. It needs to be built into the system. And it would alleviate so much suffering. It's insane.
Let's talk about like something.